everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, in today's video, we have seven new fragrances from Finery that we are going to talk about. I mean, Finery, I think they first came out with fragrances at Target in 2023. So when I heard new fragrances were coming, I thought, oh, it's gonna be maybe at max, I thought 4, but no, they said 7, okay? So before we get to talking about my thoughts on the 7 new fragrances, I'm gonna tell you what's on my lips today. I have on the NYX lip liner in 809 Mahogany, and I also have on the Milk Odyssey lip gloss in Quest. This is one of my favorite lip gloss discoveries of 2023. The Milk lip glosses, love them. So y'all, I've been doing pretty good remembering to tell you what's on my lips, and watch, I say it and then the next time I'll be like, oh, I forgot. Okay, so the first fragrance we're going to talk about from Finery is Pistachio Please, because this is the one that everybody has been talking about. So Pistachio Please has notes of pistachio milk, fluffy vanilla, and tonka bean. I already sprayed these, smelled them, tried them. So here are my thoughts. Okay, when I first saw this, I said, is this going to smell like Kayali Yum Pistachio? It doesn't. Then I said, well, to my nose. Then I said, is it going to smell like Cheirosa 62? It does. That is what this smells like to me. I mean, practically identical. Out of everything I've smelled thus far, because I have some new fragrances, I have a Victoria's Secret order that came that I haven't even opened to test out their next round of spring fragrances. If you haven't seen my video where I talked about all the new from Victoria's Secret for spring round 1, I will link it above, check it out. So I heard there may be another Cheirosa 62 dupe. So what are my thoughts on this? Well, if you're going price-wise, you get 3 ounces from Cheirosa 62 for $24, okay? You get 5 ounces from Finery Pistachio Please for $15. And then if you want 8 ounces for the mist, I'm just talking about the mist, it's $38, and then this is the highest, this is the largest size it goes to in the mist and Finery. Now, if you're talking perfume-wise, I believe, I can't remember exactly how much the Cheirosa 62 perfume is from Sol de Janeiro. I want to say, when I bought mine, I think I got it for 60 something. But with inflation, who knows? I don't know how much it is right now, y'all. I didn't check that. But the Finery perfume is $29.99. So, and the Sol de Janeiro perfume is not known for just lasting forever. So if you wanted to, sorry y'all, I still get short of breath. If you wanted to go to Target and get the perfume for $30 and the mist, you're still paying less for both items to touch up easily than you would be up the perfume and even the cheapest mist at Sephora. So this is a great dupe. It's a great dupe. This is the best dupe, like I said, I've smelled thus far. The Tree Hut Tropic Glow, it's not to me exact, but it's, it's close enough that it's a good dupe, but it's not exact. The Trader Joe's, I haven't smelled the mist, but I've smelled everything else. It's not exact, but close enough to be a good dupe. What is another one people compare to Cheirosa 62? But the Sunset Glow and the, what is it called? Sweetheart Cherry, I think it's called, from Bath & Body Works, their latest cherry scent. Those to me were never exact. They were like in the vicinity thereof, close to Cheirosa 62, but not exact. But the ones that's supposed to be exact, oh, it was one from Ulta. But I think they discontinued that. So that's moot. So you have Tropic Glow that I can think of. And then the Trader Joe's version that comes in and out of stock is seasonal. And you have to catch it. So this to me is exact. I mean, it's exact to my nose. I mean, immediately when I smelled it, I said, this smells like Cheirosa 62. So in that aspect, if you want to save some coin, which who doesn't, packaging is cute. I mean, it's nothing negative I can say about Pistachio Please from Finery. Now, I did a review of the first round of fragrances that Finery released. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it above. Check it out. Their fragrances don't tend to be, you do have to spray heavily. And I mean, to me, they last as well as some designer fragrances, because some designer fragrances last 2 to 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. You know, it's all subjective too, because I say how you spray, what you layer with, how your hygiene routine, all that body chemistry plays a part in how fragrances last. So to me, for the price of Finery, the look of it, the different scents, I have nothing to say negative about Finery with the longevity or anything. So like I said, if you wanted to save a little money and still have cute packaging and have the same scent as Cheirosa 62, here you go. Finery Pistachio Please. Before I move on to the next fragrance, I wanted to mention that I only purchased the fragrance mist of these new collection because I didn't know how they smelled. My y'all know my area. I say I don't be finding stuff before it's released like other people, and I wanted to get them all and review them for you all. So I was not spending upwards of close to $300 for all the perfumes, because with Finery, I've had the perfumes and the fragrance mist, and they all smell exactly alike. So it's not like, oh my goodness, I don't know how the perfume smells. No, these do not differ. So I was very confident that I could review these fragrances with you all without purchasing 7 new perfumes at $30 a pop. You know, 1 or 2, but 7? Was like, no, we gonna go with the mist. So the next one we're going to talk about is the new Rouge. This has notes of golden saffron, amber resin, and sandalwood. And if you're also new to Finery, Finery is known for duping other fragrances. And when I can think of a dupe, because they don't release it, they're smart like that. They don't tell you what it's duping. You have to figure that out on your own. So when I know what it's duping for my nose, or I've heard of what the fragrance is duping, I will tell you all. So on that note, this is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. So let's smell it. And this smells like that Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA, the Cloud DNA, a lot of fragrance mist DNA. That's what this smells like. It's a good one. It smells good. It smells expensive. It smells of quality. Yeah, it smells good. If you like that DNA. Now, funny story, y'all. I had family over and I said, well, y'all help me with a video. So I had them smelling everything. Y'all, nobody but I think AJ, because he knows this DNA and everything. But all my they were like, oh. They could not stand this. They didn't hate it because there's one in here, it's hilarious, but it was they weren't used to this DNA. This is a scent profile that you have to get used to because it's different. And when I was talking to My older brother was over, his family. I was like, he said, what is it? I said, when I think of this scent DNA, I think of, especially when you're duping Baccarat 540 really well, because Ariana Grande's Cloud to me is sweeter. It's got that coconut, I believe, in there. It doesn't have that medicinal note, and the new Rouge does. And I was like, it makes me think of sweet Band-Aid. Sweet is medicinal. He was like, yes, that's it. So this is a true dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. So if you know, that bottle is $300+. Well, you can get a small one like this big, I think, for almost $200. So, and it goes up to, I think, $600. It's, you know, this has been duped again and again and again and again. It's a scent DNA people are getting tired of because it's overly saturated the market with this scent DNA. But this is a good dupe. This is a good dupe. If you love that scent DNA and let's say you don't, Cloud is basically, to me, smells like, when I did that test, when I did the battle between Baccarat Rouge and Cloud, and I had different people smelling it, no one could tell the difference. But if you have been wanting Baccarat Rouge 540 and you don't like Cloud, or you don't like celebrity fragrances, because some people just don't like wearing celebrity fragrances, this is a stupendous alternative and dupe. I mean, $30 for the full size, and then $15 for the mist. I mean, you're well under $100, and it smells like the original Baccarat Rouge 540. So I have to, Finery, great job on these fragrances that I've mentioned thus far, because like I said, this is the best straight up dupe of a fragrance mist. You know, I've named quite a few throughout the years talking about this that smell similar to Baccarat Rouge 540, but this smells exact to my nose. Exactly. So the new Rouge. Okay, the next fragrance we're going to talk about is Without a Trace. And y'all, even before I even start about this is supposed to be duping Fleur's Missing Person. If I smelled that on one of my rare trips in Sephora, when I'm going to smell stuff, I can't remember exactly how it smelled. But let me tell you, this Without a Trace, it takes me back. You remember that show that used to come on, and it was called Without a Trace. And then one day, and this is when we were all into watching this show together. This was our show as a family. We watched together, Without a Trace. And then one day, my nephew, he was like 2, and he went off and snuck off. We couldn't find him. He got out, and I was freaking out, because I was thinking, oh my God, he's missing without, you know, because we were all watching Without a Trace, and I was a teenager at the time, and so this name, I do not love this name, because every time I hear that phrase, I think about that time. So Without a Trace has notes of neroli blossom, cedar wood, and suede musk. Okay, I like this. This smells very powdery. It's like a smooth, powdery, musky scent. And I've said this before when describing fragrances. To me, it smells like my grandmother. She loved Estee Lauder, and she would get the dusting powder. And my aunt used to do it too. And you would have the nice container with the dusting powder from Estee Lauder. That's kind of what this gives me. Now I'm getting a little sweetness since it's sat. I do like this. So like I said, I was asking everyone's opinion who was over. I said, I'm going to have multiple opinions to share for this video. So I had everyone smell this. And my sister-in-law was like, well, this smells reminds, and my brother, my older brother, he was like, this kind of reminds me of like an older person. And then I told them, you know, what missing person. And so if this is a dupe, it was supposed to evoke memories. And he says, well, it does. It doesn't evoke a memory of a specific person, but it makes me think of someone older. And he mentioned our grandmothers, and that it does. It makes me, I don't want you to think it smells like an old person per se, but it smells, let's say, vintage, because it doesn't smell. And I think this is one, once you put it on your body chemistry, what you layer with it, I think that is going to play a huge role in how a scent like this smells on you. But for me, I like it. It's very kind of sensual to me, because it makes me think of getting out of the bath and putting on your scented lotions and your dusting powder and putting on a nice pajama set. That's what it kind of gives me. This is what I would call like a skin-like fragrance. I wouldn't say your skin, but better, because it doesn't make me think this smells like skin. But it makes me think of cozy, close, and you just smell really good. You don't smell like, this smells like the essence of you. This is that type of fragrance. And y'all know I do love me that type of fragrance. And that's what this Without a Trace reminds me of. So no one loved this. And I asked my brothers, I said, would either one of you wear this? Because I said it's considered unisex, especially missing person, I believe. And they were like, no, this doesn't, it smells feminine to them. And honestly, in my opinion, it smells feminine too, but your body chemistry changes everything. I was talking to my older brother about that. I was like, well, you don't know, you know, your body chemistry can change, because he's not into fragrance like me and my younger brother. So, but they both said they wouldn't wear this. But I do like it, Without a Trace. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is Born to Impress. Love this pink bottle. This has notes of pink rhubarb, damask rose, and cypress wood. Now, I thought, okay, I had heard that this was supposed to be a dupe of Delina. I'm going to spray this one again. Now, this is one, I don't know what it's supposed to be duping, but it does not smell like Delina. And I have all 3 versions of Delina, and this smells like none of them. It does smell, when I smell it, it makes me think of pink tulips. That's what it makes me think of. Now, I do get the rose. I get the rose and all of that, but for some reason, when I smell this perfume or mist, it makes me think of pink tulips. And I'm not really into flowers. Are there pink tulips? Because that's what came into my head. It smells floral. It smells a little tart. I think you'd have to love floral fragrances. I don't think you'd have to be a lover of rose, because it's not like a pungent, in-your-face, strong rose. But you would have to like florals. This is pretty, but it's nothing special. And when I said this couldn't be people thinking this was a dupe of Delina, because it smells nothing like Delina to me. Unless you're just talking about the rose. But other than that, no. It doesn't smell like Delina, but it's like I said, it's a nondescript, pretty, floral, semi-sweet scent. Very spring appropriate. I can see somebody really loving this, but just to my nose, yeah, it's nothing special. You just smell, floral. You smell like a floral perfume. That's about it. Nothing really stands out to me with this one. And when I asked everyone's opinion, they all pretty much said the same thing. It's nothing really, doesn't really stands out to them. It's not really special. Packaging, gorgeous. Scent, average in my opinion, because it's, like I said, it's not a bad scent for Born to Impress, but it did not impress me, honey, because you know, if you all know exactly what fragrance perfume this is supposed to be duping, let me know, because it could not be Delina. It could not be. If that is supposed to be a dupe of Delina, that is the worst dupe I have ever smelled. So y'all just let me know. Okay, the next fragrance we're going to talk about is Mysterious Nomad. This has notes of bergamot, black pepper, and hinoki wood. Okay, this, after it's calmed down, it smells better to me. I think this is supposed to be a dupe of Chloe Nomad. I haven't smelled that in years, but I remember when everyone was losing their mind over it and I couldn't get with it. This smells fresh, a little spicy. It's very woody. It's a fresh, spicy, woody scent. To me, it's unisex, leaning masculine to me. But it doesn't smell bad, but I can't see myself like, woo, I really want to wear this. Yeah, I can't. And again, I asked opinions. I asked my brothers. They were like, no, I don't think I'd wear this. Well, no, AJ said, I believe this is the one he said that reminded him. It's like did I? Y'all, I thought this was cracked. Did I do that? Because this is going back. He said it reminded him of, I believe he said something he wore years ago from Kenneth Cole. So again, to me, masculine leaning, because it reminded him of a cologne from, I think he was like teenage years, or maybe his, 20s, early 20s. I can't remember. But he said it reminded him of a Kenneth Cole fragrance he used to wear. So this is one, if you like smooth, woody, spicy scents, if you like unisex leaning scents, you might like this. But for me, I can't think of a spot for this in my collection at this time. And those are my thoughts on Mysterious Nomad. Next, we're going to talk about Mystic Figures. This has notes of Mediterranean fig, ocean air, and salted sage. The notes on this did not make me think I was going to like this fragrance at all. I'm not a big fan of fig or sage. So, this smells the same to me. It's earthy, green, minty smelling. It's like a minty, earthy, green scent. Very, very of nature. Out in the rainforest, honey. Trekking up some mountains and trails outside of something. Because this, So, funny story. My nephew was smelling everything, and he was like, oh, this kind of smells like something you have. Oh, I smell this, And then he got to this one. He was like, everybody, I think but AJ, had that reaction. My sister-in-law smelled it. She was like, ooh. She said, this smells like cleaning, like a cleaning product. And then my older brother, he was like, oh no. And I was like, woo, because y'all know I don't like green fragrance. I don't. But I was like, AJ, would you wear this? Because sometimes you be liking scents kind of like this. He was like, no, I'm not wearing that. It also has like a zest soapiness quality to it. But yeah, somebody said like sweet grass. Yeah, so this is one, I don't know what this is supposed to be a dupe of. So if you all know what Mystic Figures is supposed to be a dupe of, please let me know. But the color of this green, very apropos for the scent. because it does. It smells like a sweet minty green fragrance. I could see a guy liking this, and of course, it's gonna be women that like this too. But it's no way. I can't see myself. Yeah, it's that undertone of that earthiness in here. It must be that sage that I am just like, oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, to me, it doesn't stink. But remember, I'm into fragrances. So to the average, like my brother and his family, they are not into fragrances. And not one of them had a good reaction to this one. Not one of them. Okay? Now, I wouldn't want, this is going back. I don't think this is going to stay in my, this is not going to stay in my collection because I know I'm not going to wear this. Now, that's why I asked my brother, if you want it, you can have it. But he was like, no, I'm not going to wear it. So this one is going back. Again, if you like earthier fragrances, I would say give it a sniff, but it's just not for me. And again, that is Mystic Figures. Okay, the last fragrance we're going to talk about is Madame or Madam, I don't know. Love the bottle on this one too. This has notes of creme de cassis, velvet, orris, and patchouli. Okay, this is smelling a little different to me now. It actually made me think of something. This made me think of YSL Mon Paris when I smelled it this time. So this is one I think possibly, to my nose, may be a dupe of YSL Mon Paris. It smells sweet, fruity. Again, that patchouli, I can pick up that patchouli. But yeah, if you like Mon Paris, this is it. To my nose, now that it's set. Yeah, because Mon Paris has that sweet, creamy fruitiness with a little of that patchouli to round it out a little bit. And that's what this, it smells exactly like it. Oh, that smells really good. Now, when I had everyone else smell this, I think AJ was like, this smells like something you had. My nephew too. So I do have it, Mon Paris. And then my sister-in-law was like, this smells like a Febreze spray. This smells like a room spray. And my older brother said that too. He was like, this smells like something I would spray to make the house smell good. Nothing I would really want to wear. But my sister-in-law has a very, you know how I like a little bit of everything? And like I tell you about people who only like one scent DNA for the most part. She's a very fruity floral powdery. She doesn't really deviate from that scent DNA. That's what she likes. So this would not be her, because this has a perfumey quality to me. But to them, it was like, you know, one of those good room sprays. This is how, you know, spray the house. To me, I don't particularly get that because it reminds me of Mon Paris. But I'm just giving you different opinions. But if you like Mon Paris, that's, or, you know, Mon Paris, this, it doesn't smell like Miss Dior. But if you like the heavier, floral, fruity fragrances and then throw in a little patchouli, then that's what this will give you. That's what Finery's Madame smells like to me. Okay, y'all, so let's rank these. We got 7 here. Coming in at number 7, should not be a shock to anybody. It's going to be good old Mystic Figures. Too earthy and green for me. So it's number 7. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Mysterious Nomad because it's too masculine for me. So I'm just ranking it how it would fit in my collection. So for me, this is going to be number 6. Coming in at number 5. Number 5, hold on, y'all. Number 5 has got to be Born to Impress because I can't figure out what this is supposed to be a dupe of, and it's just so, I just don't remember it. Like, I smell it and it's nice, but it's not like wow. It fades into the background to me. Even though the packaging doesn't, but the scent does to me. So this is number 5. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Madame, because even though I do think it's in the YSL Mon Paris family, it's not, it didn't grab me either. It just didn't grab me. The packaging, like these two, I wanted to absolutely love because of the packaging. And I do not love them. I don't hate them. I don't even dislike them. They're just average to me. So this is going to be number 4, Madame. Coming in at number 3 is going to be do I want it to be this one? I think I am. It's going to be Pistachio Please. And the only reason it's number 3, yeah, the only reason is because for my collection, I didn't need this. I just didn't, because I have Cheirosa 62. I have Tropic Glow from Tree Hut, and it's something else that's similar. So I was like, I was actually disappointed when I smelled this and it smelled like Cheirosa 62, but it smells really good. So that's why it's in the top 3, but it's coming in at number 3. Another one that's kind of the same reason why it's going to be number 2, the New Rouge, is because just like Pistachio Please, I've smelled this. I have this. I didn't need this. So that's why, but it's a good dupe. But if I would have smelled this in store, I wouldn't have gotten it, because I would have been like, I got enough. So coming in number 2 is going to be the New Rouge. And surprisingly, number 1 is going to be Without a Trace, because the more I smell it, the more I like it. So if you all have Fleur's Missing Person, tell me to you. I want someone and they said it was close to them. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts if you have Fleur Missing Person in your collection. Do you think it's the same as Without a Trace or better? Because I might want the perfume in this after I try this out some more. So let me tell y'all, out of 7 fragrances, fragrance mist, because I wanted to see would I invest in the perfume. The only one I'm thinking about getting a perfume of is Without a Trace. I'm going to be returning for sure Mystic Figures and Mysterious Nomad. Now, this smells so good that I kind of want to keep it, because I don't have a mist that smells exactly like Baccarat Rouge 540. So that's the reason I want to keep this, because at first I was like, these are all going back practically. But I think I'm going to keep this one because it smells exactly like Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540. Now this one, Pistachio Please, this is a question mark. Not because I don't like the way it smells. Obviously I do. Not because of the packaging. It's adorbs. It's because, do I need another one of fragrance mist that smells like this? So I'm going to question this, because I do want to keep it because it's so cute. I do. But I'm going to have to see. I'm not sure about if I'm going to keep that one. And these two, I'm going to try these out some more, but the only reason I really want to keep them is because of the packaging, and that is a stupid reason to keep them. So, but they're just so cute. But I don't know, y'all. So the ones that are going back for sure, just to remind you, are the Mystic Figures and the Mysterious Nomad. And the 3 that I'm questioning whether to return are Born to Impress, Madame, and Pistachio Please. I just don't know. I don't know. And then the only one I'm planning to possibly either get Missing Person or the matching full-size bottle of perfume for this, especially after I read y'all's comments, is Without a Trace. So, my thoughts on this collection as a whole, their new releases, they all smell, none of them smell bad, none of them smell cheap. So even if something is not to my taste, I'm not going to say it's not a good scent. I'm going to say it's just not for me, because this is affordable, it's easily accessible, especially once the hype settles down, you'll be able to get them. I have just nothing bad to say about Finery. They're just superb to me. I love the fragrance mist, the perfumes. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about the brand at Target. It's one of the best lines of fragrances, in my opinion, at Target, that's affordable, and the packaging looks nice. It's just good all the way around. So if you all enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on the new Finery fragrances. Did you get the mist? Did you get the perfume? Did you get the mist and the perfume of certain fragrances? Just let me know. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on these, because we've just been hit with so much new product at once. I'm like, what is going on with these brands? I'm not used to just everything just bombarding, overwhelming. Everywhere I look, that somebody's coming out with, 7. I was so surprised it came out with 7 new perfumes and matching mists. I mean, that's a lot. So just tell me y'all's thoughts down below. Please share this video with everyone, you all, because we are still trying to keep it growing in 2024. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.